Hey, what's going on YouTube? My name is Holden Blaze, and today we're going to be talking about how I managed to get a bachelor's degree at age 21 without going into debt. This video is not meant to be a brag whatsoever. I really just wanted to provide some background information to my audience and hopefully inspire some people who were once in my shoes. You see, getting a college degree has always been a long-term goal for me, and I realized quite early on that I did not want to go into a ton of debt getting that college degree. For me, that meant basically one of two choices. One, I could either become a freak athlete and get a scholarship through baseball or water polo, or two, I could become a valedictorian student and get a full academic scholarship. Now, it was never in my game plan to be king of the nerds valedictorian of my high school, and I found it much more appealing to get a full ride scholarship through baseball. However, that was not an option for me. I got a very gnarly concussion during a baseball game my sophomore year of high school, and I was basically taken out of all competitive sports completely. This was a huge bummer for me, and I really had traumatic brain injury that sent me on a downward spiral. However, I realized I needed a different competitive outlet. For me, obviously, sports were no longer an option. However, I still could perform very well in school. I could not attend the physical school classes because of the loud noise and lights and chatter. However, I still had the ability to teach myself things through YouTube, and I managed to keep my grades at all A's. Throughout my whole high school career in all of my classes, I only got A's, and over half of my classes were at college level curriculum. You see, I wanted to get through college as cheaply and as quickly as possible, and my school luckily offered a lot of dual credit classes that gave me the ability to get college credit for quite cheap. I took advantage of that wholeheartedly and got as much college credit as possible while in high school, and because I got all A's in those harder classes, I was high school valedictorian. Again, this was by no means a goal that I had my entire life. However, at the end of my sophomore year, I realized that I was in the running for being valedictorian. I also realized that being valedictorian basically gave you an in to a full ride academic scholarship, and I wanted one of those quite badly. That is basically why I did what I did. It took a lot of effort, a lot of hard work and sacrifice. Obviously, there were countless days I would much rather be spending with friends or making money or making YouTube videos that I had to spend doing a ton of homework. However, the grind eventually paid off, and I was accepted at Oregon State University with the highest academic scholarship available. You see, growing up in Oregon, I really wanted to get out of the state and explore more of the country. However, I also realized that no matter what, if I went out of state, I would have to pay more money on top of the scholarship that was given to me, and I would have to pay for housing and increased food costs. Luckily, my parents were kind enough to allow me to stay at home while I finished college, and that put me in a position that was very unique. I did not have to pay for housing, and I did not have to pay for schooling. While many kids my age would have taken this opportunity to party and do nothing, I took this opportunity to ironically work as much as possible. I did not have a ton of bills to pay. However, I realized this was a once in a lifetime opportunity where I could dedicate a large percentage of my paychecks straight into cryptocurrency and stocks. As my subscribers know, I'm quite addicted to cryptocurrency. There hasn't been a day I have not looked at crypto charts in a long time, and I find a lot of joy researching the new technologies and exploring the field of Web3. This is something that I do think I will pursue in the future, and hopefully I will never actually have to use the college degree I got. Throughout my childhood, I've worked many different jobs, anything from working at Target to golf courses to construction to restaurants and bars, and I've always hated being told what to do. I hated the idea of working for an employer my whole life, and I really knew I could not do that. That is why the whole idea of a college degree started to get a lot less appealing to me towards the later years of high school. I realized college really wasn't what it was cracked up to be, and it really taught students how to listen to authority figures. It taught us how to work in a workplace. However, that was something that I was not interested in. I've always wanted to work for myself and have the ability to travel all over the world. And again, a college degree wasn't really the ticket for that type of job. In fact, I really don't think you need a degree to be an entrepreneur. I think you need a ton of drive and motivation to self-educate yourself and take action in whatever field you're actually into. If the whole idea is to create a business of your own, you do not need a piece of paper to prove yourself to any individual. That is why I actually ended up getting a Bachelor's of Science in Arts, Media, and Technology, not because I thought I was going to get a killer job with an arts degree right out of college, but because rather I wanted to develop the creative side of my brain and have the ability to create new forms of online content. I believe I have the ability to memorize any sort of information and spit it back out on an exam or test, and that really did not interest me whatsoever. I did that all throughout high school, and I did not want to go into a degree that was all about memorizing stuff and spitting stuff back out. Instead, I thought it was much more valuable to train the creative side of my brain, and that is why I chose an arts degree even though I was high school valedictorian. While it would be a terrible decision if I was looking for a stable job right out of college, it was great for me in developing my knowledge base around creating different forms of digital content, and I have found that I can tackle problems in much more creative ways than I could have previously. Now, I do not think it's worth going into debt into getting an arts, media, and technology degree, and I'm doubtful I'll ever actually use that piece of paper. But then again, you never know what happens in life, and I think it's a very smart safety net to have in my back pocket, just in case I find some sort of employment that interests me and I'm in a position where I have to take a job. However, for me, I also realized it was really dumb to turn down a completely free college degree. I worked super hard to get valedictorian, so I was able to go to college for free, and it was an opportunity that I could not pass up. Even though I was not super excited about staying in my hometown and attending a college that I really did not think was going to impact my future, I stuck it out and I managed to finally get the degree in only 3 years at Oregon State University. With that, I have absolutely zero debt to pay off, and I'm really in a great position to keep building my presence in the Web3 community. If there's one thing I'm most excited about in regards to graduating college, it's the ability to have more time to dedicate towards YouTube. I really have a passion creating these videos and researching different cryptocurrencies, and I really appreciate anyone who's watched this far in the video. I realize this is quite a personal video and it's not that informational about cryptocurrencies. However, good news for you, if you're seeing this video, I have uploaded other informational crypto videos. They're much less personal, no storytelling in those. However, I really hope to see your faces on those uploads. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, I'll try to respond to all of them in the comments section below. I hope you have a great day. Peace out.